All right, everybody. I believe we are live, but I just want to do a little test run. So give me 1 second. I always do this before we start our Hangout. Bear with me. Sound test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. All right. Doesn't seem like it's going. Hold on a second. Oh, perfect. We are live. Okay, perfect. All right, everybody. Well, looks like everything is connected well, and I just want to welcome you guys to this Sunday night's Google Hangout. I should say Googazon Hangout. I'm excited about being here tonight. I got a special guest and friend and partner here in crime, and good crime, should I say, David Arnett. Rodrigo will be joining us here on the Google side a little later on. I'm just elated. Let me just check and make sure, though, that everybody is able to see. All right, just make sure everybody's on the same side. But we're excited about, I'm excited, extremely excited about what David is about to really kind of share and talk about. More importantly, on the Amazon side, because you guys, I don't think you understand the power of and the different multifacets of what Amazon has to store. And so we're just touching the surface as we just open up the doors with the first round of the no-brainer program. Pretty soon we'll be opening it up again. And I want to actually say to David, as you guys can see him, he's actually in North Carolina right now in his own warehouse. There's just a warehouse there. And, we're excited about what we're putting together for you guys, what is to come, and ultimately the success of your Amazon business and even Google business for those who go that route as well. And, tonight is going to be a fun-filled night, I believe, very educational, very informational. And at the end of it, we're going to be giving you guys an offer for, as you guys have seen on the post that I put out there, for some beta testers as we launch a three-part series, but I should say the first part of a three-part series here coming soon of our training course that we're launching out. David's putting together I'm just excited because if you guys seen the results that was posted in the group that David was able to work with and help somebody really build and find the right products and build their business in a niche inside of Amazon that is so amazing, more than ever. That's what you're gonna get inside of this training course, and that's why we're taking all the beta testers. We already know everything works, but we want to make sure we duplicate the efforts multiple times over. So you definitely want to take the time to sit back, pay attention, and know this. This week, the last 4 weeks have been very busy for my team and I. I know I'm going to be doing a post into the main Facebook group. You guys can see how scruffy I am. Look at that. I need to go get a haircut. I'm going to actually do it this week. But what's more important is taking care of business and moving forward. So, David, I'm going to bring you on stage at this point because a lot of people are just excited about, they've seen what I posted last night and the results from one client that you were able to take and really expand their Amazon business. And I want you guys to understand this, that Amazon, again, there's so many multifacets inside of Amazon. When you guys see me, you guys understand that I deal with the wholesale side of Amazon, helping you guys build a wholesale side of your business. And we also have a private Facebook group, and I'm going to be posting all this week of different lots that you can get your hands on. I know Mike Hora, if you're on, Mike Hora is going to be, he's on the sales side, so you definitely want to reach out and communicate with Mike Hora. Mike Hora is on my sales team for anybody who's wanting to buy and purchase a lot. But understand that if you want to scale your business, you've got to move into other categories and expand your business. As David and I are lining out, there's different channels, again, from wholesaling at tangible goods and products, as you see, to also on the drop ship side. But a lot of people don't understand how that works, and David is really going to break it down, and we're going to really delve into it and how to really get to the point where you're putting your Amazon business on that side on 100% autopilot. If you guys remember a post I did on results that David had produced earlier this month, last month, I should say at this point, phenomenal, $160,000, $160,000, and I know it's more because he's gonna say, because that month wasn't over when I posted it, but $160,000 in sales. I know without having to get a survey across the board, many of you guys are probably like, man, I would love to have those results. It takes time for anything. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it wasn't built overnight. Understand that this is a business. Detach your middle mind from it being a direct sales, or even if you bought a lot, hey, why isn't my product sold? Understand that there is a process, and it's called a process of patience. Everybody's going to have a different ratio of how things are going to sell. But understand, the more products that you have listed, the more opportunities that you have to make a profit. Now, David, all I can say is just bringing you on the stage here and just kind of getting us kickstarted and kind of give us a little snapshot and a little viewpoint of this training course that we're putting together and what they can expect. And remember, and really break down that this is a 3-part series ultimately, but just give us a highlight into the future of what we're putting together.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone, first off, name's David Arnett. Been on Amazon platform for about a year or so. Been drop shipping for about 5-6 months now. Like Jared said, we're going to kind of break it down in 3 parts. First part, of course, is going to be a much easier and quicker way for everyone to get started, get up and running, and get some quick sales in there, learn the mechanics of drop shipping, etc. Then later on, the higher packages coming down the road are going to be more valuable, as in getting virtual assistants, etc., to pretty much take over the full business and run it for you. Also, later down the road, it's going to be a fully automated with software, employees, etc., for you, where you can pretty much get everything ran on autopilot. But to touch bases first on the first thing coming out soon, I mean, just drop shipping, it's amazing what's out there. You have the range of going in any category, going to any type of products. On the FBA side, for instance, let's take a Keurig or something, for example. That particular item, for you to buy it to wholesale, you'd have to buy multiple units and have multiple dollars tied up in something that may or may not sell. With drop shipping, you've got a lot less risk involved, as you're not buying something until you know that it's been sold. So you have a lot less risk, and it's virtually like printing money. Our first course is really going to teach you in depth of finding the hardest part with people with drop shipping is finding those products that are going to sell. You can list 100 products, and if you list it the wrong way, you're just going to have 100 products that aren't selling. We've really keyed down on finding those really hot selling products that you're going to just make tremendous amount of sales volume on. And then, I have virtual assistants that do that. I've been able to teach that same strategy to, and so every day while I'm sitting back doing other stuff, I also have a separate FBA business. While I can focus on it, my drop shipping is virtually ran for me day and night with those hot selling products. I mean, it's really pretty simple. It's going to be using certain suppliers that we will supply. That's one of the hardest things, is people finding reputable suppliers that aren't going to run out of stock, or that keep up with their stock on a daily basis. We will be solving all of those issues for you, running you through pretty much the full mechanics of finding the hot products, getting them listed on Amazon, and how to keep up the maintenance with them to make sure they're in stock and profitable for the time that you sell it.
Hey, David, let's dialogue here because I think that's powerful. Oh, I'm getting some feedback. Um, Take a look. If you look at what you just said, so you got your FBA side, so you have your tangible side, but also your dropship side, which as we build people in, they really can build a multifaceted Amazon business. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. The only reason, I mean, I definitely recommend everybody doing FBA and drop shipping on one account to, you know, get the mechanics going, get it rolling, and you can build a very high class business virtually, you know, in a very small amount of time using the traffic that Amazon brings to you. We set it up separate months ago, whenever we were first testing drop shipping, before we were able to determine if it was a set and solid plan. So.
That makes sense, David. And that's the power of what, I mean, a lot of people here on this Hangout, a lot of them are new, or a lot of them are, you know, just really trying to expand their business. And so, again, when we showed, if we could take a little, like a little bit of a look into like one of the case studies that we've showed with one of your students, just the results. I mean, golly, how long did it take for him to you to start him off, generate those sales in a 24-hour period? Just break it down. And how new is that account? Because that's powerful. This is on the dropship side.
Actually, what's funny about it is, you know, we just recently spoke about this idea, and so, you know, I needed to get some training modules made. However, at that time, I didn't even have them fully made. So I just called him. I said, honestly, man, I said, let's just do a Skype call. And those results are physically from a 55-minute Skype call, not even the full in-depth training yet. It's been Skype call and maybe a 30-minute follow-up, just with some basic questions, as this was a brand new, someone brand new to the Amazon platform. He said that he had made his count like a month or so ago, whenever he got into another training, listed about 40 products and nothing sold, and so he just, you know, kind of lost hope and drop shipped on it. And so, you know, we were able to get him up and running, and he actually only had 14 listings for that $1,900 of sales that he made in the matter of about 24 hours. It was just a little less. It was Friday evening. He started about 7 o'clock at night, and when he sent me that screenshot, it was about 5:30, 6 o'clock yesterday.
Wow. And I mean, I don't think a lot of people even catch and comprehend like what has happened. But if you could just take a quick snapshot, the beginning, just starting off through just the basics of what David is kind of put and sat down with this individual to generate $1,900 in sales. 21 sales in probably more than that, because the day wasn't over when we posted it. But let's just say 21 sales, $1,900, all within a 24-hour time period. I can tell you that individual, based on how we designed the program, is already within profit based on those products and everything else. Is that correct, David?
Yeah, absolutely. We run about an average about 22%, 22%. 15 is kind of a lower end. So even with those numbers, you know, he's already got a $60,000 a month business on his hands. You know, even net, you know, if he only netted like 20%, that's still like a, you know, $12,000 a month. You know, of course, you know, it's no guarantee, etc. But this particular client, with his results in that small amount of time, was tremendous amounts. So.
Wow. So now I'm going to talk for the people, David. If I was as we put this training course together that we're going to be launching next month, remember that. As we put this training course and that's why we're going to be taking 10 beta testers and building with them, using their results just like we did with this individual, and showing the results of, hey, this is how it works. But more than that, David, because there's a lot that's only one part of 3 series. There's a lot of education in there, and as you've done $160,000, I hear that, and I'm gonna kind of ask this question for everybody else. could everybody that's watching it, we got quite a few people on that I'm looking at. Could everybody's going to have different results, but is everybody able to make and generate results based on the training, the first part that we're putting together and what we've done with this individual?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's all that was taught to the previous beta tester, was the information that's going to be provided in the first initial training. Because I think it's important that everyone know what they're doing before they dedicate a team and software to do stuff for them. You know, it is important. It is your business. It is important that you've got some basic knowledge and know-how of how your business works, the mechanics of it. So all that, you know, the initial training is going to teach you everything you need to be successful in the dropshipping industry.
That's amazing. I mean, I'm not even going to give away because there's too much to give away or too much to even go into. But I know that with the training that we're bringing out, it's well worth. It's going to be well worth its grain of salt. Again, it's mind blowing. 21 sales, 19, and this is separate from the wholesale side. You know, the balance, both of those. And I would say, David, kind of emphasize this. So the 100, give me a balance. The 160,000 plus that you've generated over the last 30 days. Give me a balance of how much drop shipping, how much product, and obviously everybody's going to have different results. But what can people, you know, the future of how should they build their business with both of those entities running simultaneously? Give me an idea.
Okay, like for instance, kind of mechanics on those specific numbers. It's easy for me to tell you with the dropshipping side, as it's a totally separate business on our end. You know, that's running about 1,800 active listings, which we show you how to get that on autopilot down the road. But we run about, I'd say right now we're averaging about 22% profit margins, and it's just you know, consistent listing, and it's listing the proper way. That's the most powerful thing. And people's come to me and asked, you know, if you teach people to do it, won't it limit your business? And the answer is no. I mean, there is billions of products on Amazon's platform, and it's just impossible to. If I was selling, you know, 20,000 items, I would literally pull out my hair every day with how it's going. So yeah, absolutely. There's a wealth of information to be passed on that should be passed on, and you know, definitely lives to be changed there.
That's powerful, man, because basically everybody can scale their business based on, I mean, everything's work, but based on, we're putting the matrix together, the training, and as we get to the third part series, there's going to be a lot more automation to it as it gets to that level. You know, I know a lot of you guys have done it, are doing the Done For You program, but understand when you diversify your business, and then it's taking your Amazon business very strongly, because I know a lot of people, I've talked to a number of people that they have this MLM direct sales mentality. If you could take that out of your brain and throw it away, this is a business. Isn't that right, David? This is truly a business. Like, you're sitting in your warehouse and I'm sitting in mine, and we started the same way everybody else did, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you did. I mean, I remember from when you started to where you're at now, and it's amazing. It's amazing because let me just testify to this, guys. Where you see David at right now, he's in North Carolina in his own warehouse, 9,000 square foot warehouse. He started, I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong, David, let's go back 2 years ago, and when we started the eBay training course two and a half years ago, and then look where you're at, look where I'm at now. I mean, you've built a multi-million-dollar business in less than 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny, the way I met Jairus was through an eBay training course about 2 years ago. I had been in multiple MLM companies. You know, things were going okay, but ultimately, you know, it was just a lot of work, and I didn't see any leverage. And I know the power of, you know, leverage and being able to scale things, and started on eBay. eBay was okay. You know, eBay allowed you to leverage traffic. but eBay never allowed you to leverage other people's time, any employees or any overseas employees, anything like that. And so that's when I had eventually moved into the Amazon platform. And as Jared stated, I literally started from scratch less than 2 years ago. It was actually December 13th, 2013 was the first day I opened up my eBay store. And I didn't actually start my Amazon store till August of 2014. So it's just been over.
But David, that even rings. I mean, and I'm going to talk about this in a second more about the trend of e-commerce, but that even just resonates more. So you really, if you talk about the Amazon side of your e-commerce business, look where you're at now. Just a full year as of right now, full year, and we're not. I mean, you've already generated $1 million business on the Amazon side.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's very possible. That's the power of it. And everybody has their own budget, their own course. But I mean, without even giving it away, I'll just say, David, I mean, if you could, the first out of the 3-part series, this training course, based on the students' results that making $1,900 and 21 sales, $1,900, we use the power of leverage, right, David? In the drop shipping. And that's all I'll say is the power of leverage. And when you have the power of leverage. We got Rodrigo on, Mr. Google. But when you use the power of leverage, David, all I can say is just, can you dance around it and just talk about the power of the leverage of how, I mean, that guy's results?
Yeah, absolutely. In that particular one, I mean, it's really just leveraging, software and knowledge that just isn't used properly. You know, later down the road, we'll definitely talk about leveraging time, and those softwares extremely save you a tremendous amount of time. The way that I worked around finding stuff was really I took a lot of backwards methods and kind of just used some software for them, and I actually used them totally for not what they were originally supposed to be used for, to kind of break apart the easiest way to find income producing listings. And so really, you know, it's using that software that you're leveraging. Down the road, we're definitely going to teach about leveraging, you know, leveraging other people's time, other people's knowledge, just, I mean, there's a lot of information. Don't want to release too much, of course, right now, but there's just a wealth of information to be released.
Well, now that this moves me in, as we come to, you know, the expansion of, in the close somewhat of this side, it's pretty soon we'll be getting on the Google side, but I have to finish with this, David, that, you know, with the preparation of us launching this training course, David, what we're doing is we're allowing 10 beta testers to have a chance to, you know, join and beta test and have those results that you've seen that we built with our first student. Now, I want you guys to know that our first student, the first training course really is worth $1,000 easily. In fact, our first student, we charge $600. But for our beta testers, for our 10 beta testers, David, what are we opening the door for? What is the number that we're decided to do for just those 10 beta testers?
Just $200, and you know, it's really just to justify the first 10's also going to get the added kind of one-on-one coaching as well, just in exchange for constructive criticism and feedback, so that we can make sure that everything is on point whenever we actually release it to the masses.
So well worth it. I mean. And when you understand, I'm going to post the results again of our first student making $1,900, 21 sales, 24 hours. You know, and you heard David say it himself that it's very duplicatable based on the methods and how we've applied the methods in its drop shipping side. You would be nuts to pass by this. Now, again, like Dave, we're the 10 beta testers. You're going to work personally with David over the next 30 days, and David's actually in the midst. As you guys can see behind him, he's wrapping up some orders for some previous clients on his side, and all this week, you know, he's finishing that. But next week, when he's going to be reaching out to those 10, and he's going to be working with you privately, building your guy, helping you build your count in that division so that you guys have an opportunity to generate those results for that feedback. When you guys get those results, and nothing's guaranteed in life, and I'm not going to say that's guaranteed. Everybody's going to make 19. I can't say that. But for $200 on the beta test, for you to generate it could be $1,000. But if you got $1,900 in sales, 21 sales, whatever your number is out of those beta testers, David's going to be working closely with you because of you could say for marketing and just field research. But our results work. We already know we can launch it today, and everybody that buys our video training course is going to, if they follow the steps, they are going to make the money based on the methods through the drop shipping side that David's put together. But more than anything, David, did you want to say something on that?
Yeah, just quickly to put that down in smaller numbers. $1,000 to $1,100 in sales is about $200 profit. So
there goes your money right there.
That person there, for instance, would have made it back within their first 24 hours. Of course, it depends on the work that you put into it, or how easily that you come off with the training. But just to kind of simplify it there for you.
David, I like the way you're a numbers guy. I like the way you took that and you boiled it down even to a science for that. But it goes down to, even when we launch the training course, I mean, the training course is not going to be $200 when we launch it. It's going to be just a little bit more, but understand it's a 3-part series. And when you understand what we're building here, David and I are building a multifaceted Amazon business from a wholesale side to drop shipping side, and soon to come private labeling. David, there's so many different ways to build your Amazon business, isn't there? That we're going to be helping these people over time grow their business to where they themselves are sitting where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
And having the success stories that we've generated for ourselves, but also for other people.
Absolutely. We've only really shared a lot of our results for drop shipping, but we're running over $300,000 a month between both FBA and drop shipping.
Wait, back up.
Private label yet, so
back up. How much a month again?
Over $300,000 in gross sales.
So again, the training course that we're rolling out and the 10 beta testers that's pennies. It's pennies. And again, there's a 3-part course to it, to the point. Our 3rd part, again, we're not going to go into it, and that's going to be rolled out actually. And I'll just give you a sneak peek because you guys are on this webinar. At the event, David and I's goal is we're having an event next year, and it should be about in February. And at the event, we should be rolling out. That should be when we roll out the third series. But a lot of people are going to make a lot of money in between that segment right there, I can tell you. And that's why we're excited about launching the first part of the series, and eventually the second part. If not the 3rd part, the second part will be released by February at least. What's that, David?
You want to get in before Christmas.
Yeah, I would definitely. Yes,
We want to get in there and get you to making some money and learn the mechanics before Christmas.
David, you also said something to me that was very powerful, and it hit me yesterday. You said, when people actually sit down with me and they go through how to build their Amazon business through the dropship side, but they understand the mechanics that they're going to learn through this training. A lot of people on the done for you side, we want them to be free to relax and not have to worry about automation. But the more you control your business, the more money you're going to make. Am I right about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I have my businesses pretty much set up where I could not work, any time during the week. But ultimately, it's my dedication that's brought me to where I am today, and that is an important aspect. It's delayed gratification for a much more secure future down the road.
Impressive. Well, that being said, David, all I can say is this is the first of many. I'm happy to partner with you and develop this program with you guys, with you, David. And more importantly, we got a rodeo. David, you get your cowboy hat on. I know you from the South. I'm a West Coast boy, but now I'm in Texas. I need to put that hat on to smash the fro down.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about everything that we're rolling out, but the testimonies And again, reach out to me we're only taking 10 beta testers in. Just know that a lot of people I already know are messaging me right now, David. It's actually blown up. But we're only taking in 10 beta testers because David is going to be personally talking with those individuals and helping them build their business. Remember, it's $200, but it's a value of $1,000 minimum, and that's just the first part of the series. But the results are truly real, and that's on the drop shipping side. David has designed such a beautiful masterpiece inside of Amazon, such a beautiful program. And all I can say, everybody, is when we roll that training course out, if you follow the steps, and we're taking the 10 people are going to have a chance to be able to go through with David hand on hand. But if you follow these steps, even when the video training course, David, comes out, they're going to have the same success, right? I mean, they're going to have success. You should never say same, but they're going to have success if they follow and apply the principles when we launch it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really simple. It's just we've made it simple doing the right steps. We've implicated we're only teaching what is important to getting quick success and getting success and doing it the right way, and taking out a lot of the middle and legwork for you.
Man, that's powerful. That's powerful, and I actually can't even wait, David, for them to get graduate to the second, third. Where it's wait, go ahead. I see that smirk on your face. What is that all about? What?
Just everything that, and it really it changes your mindset once you get to those type of levels. It changes your mindset not because of the incredible amount of money you're making, but just living that lifestyle that almost like you're doing nothing throughout the day. I mean, it's just like it feels like you're going to the ATM while your phone's blowing up with sales and you're out for lunch. And also some really powerful stuff to come in the future there.
David, I'm excited about this, and that's why I'm keeping you. But I have to say this before we close out with you on your side. You're a big proponent of I know you do a lot of seminars, teachings, and trainings on Rich Dad, Poor Dad. There's a powerful piece, and I'm going to take a second to segue off, and I want you to expand on this really quickly. When people start to generate this result over time, the results that you have, the results that building a successful automated Amazon business from drop shipping and eventually even on the done-for-you side, it's important that people change their mindset and it evolves with their income. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. And once you become more successful, it's almost like the money isn't the most important thing anymore.
Yeah, thank you.
Those numbers, when you first started, I personally as well, money was the first thing all I thought about. And eventually it turns a lot more to the time and it's great changing the lives of your employees and the people that you are helping. And even the customers that tell you thank you in your feedback. I still, to this day, review over my feedback to make sure my customers are happy. And at the end of the night, it makes me sleep much better than my previous job in corporate America.
Man, David, your story and what you've built. Again, I know you just to see what you've built. And the mentality to watch your business change, not change you, but you change your business. And I think that's the most important part. I have to say with you, man, the last few months, just for me personally, I have to say and agree with you so strongly that when I think about money, I don't see money in the same way anymore. I joke about my hair being scraggly and everything else. The point is at the end of the day, I can do whatever I want. David can do whatever he wants. Rodrigo can do whatever he wants. And it's not about saying that in a bragging context. I don't look at money, and David doesn't look at money. Rodrigo doesn't look at money. I don't look at money anymore as it's not an ends to a mean. It still will always be to some degree on a surface level. But at the end of the day, I know, David, you have a daughter. I'm about to have a daughter. Money allows us to be able to have those options in life and be able to not have to worry about the things that cloud our minds on a normal daily basis that a lot of people are caught up in. no one's better than no one else. But I can tell you, man, it's freeing when you can put your life on autopilot. But it's more freeing to change your mentality at the same point, David.
Yeah, when your business becomes your hobby, that's when you take things to a total new step.
David, that's why you and I are going to have so much fun helping people, a lot of people make a lot. You know what? I have to give you guys a little inside secret. You know what? David and I, we're joking about everybody. You know what? It's a good joke. We're laughing about how much money we're going to make everybody, and we're excited about it. You know, I think I actually get more excited, David, about talking about how many people we're going to make successful. That's actually what I'm so excited about, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, me and you've talked back and forth for years now over the course of things, and you know, just kept in touch from previous, and you know, we both are strong educators. At the end of the day, how many lives you can change? You only live one life, but if you can change many lives, you know, it definitely means something.
Make a mark in history. And so, hey guys, that build this legacy with us. It's not for us, it's with us. And so, again, David, thank you for your time, man. I know you got to get off because you got a training you got to do. I know you got to hop off here, but I salute you. I can't wait to put this training course together with you. We're going to be launching that. Guys, we're going to be promoting our convention. David Arnett is going to be there, B Square, and I'll be launching that. It's going to be in February. We don't have the date set, but it's going to be our first convention live here in Houston. David's part of the team. I'm so excited. David, you have no idea of just the partnership that we formed and the future that holds for all of us and for everybody that's watching. So, again, to many other Hangouts, and just bless you and your family tonight, man.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Glad to have you. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Rodrigo. Rodrigo, you're up to bat, man. This is Googazon.
How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, my man? Man, David Arnett is, I mean, I salute David Arnett, but guys, you know, now it's time to move on to the Googazon, and you know, Rodrigo's going to be kind of just giving you guys insight into the Google program, a lot of things that we're finding, because we're in beta test on that too. A number of you guys that are in our Google program, you know, Rodrigo is working hard. We've got a few more people that we got get your counts live, but tonight Rodrigo's going to break down how we are, what to expect in the future, but more importantly, how the Google profits work, because everything we're putting together, you know, from myself, David Arnett, Rodrigo, all we're putting together is a conglomerate of autopilot money, teaching people how to leverage systems like Amazon and Google. Understand this before I let you go, let you get into it, Rodrigo, that Amazon has been around for a long time. It's been around for almost 20 years. Google has been around, I don't know, maybe a little bit longer, but Sergey Brin, the owner and founder of Google, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, and Mark Zuckerberg, if I can be their best friend, I will be their best friend. Those guys have revolutionized and changed the way people make money, and they've changed the whole economic paradigm shift. Understand that e-commerce is only going to grow leaps and bounds over the next 5 to 10 years. I will document this. You will not see me, you will not see David Arnett, and you will not see, I know, Rodrigo try to leave in this e-commerce sector in the next 5, 10 years plus. Why? Is because it's only going to grow exponentially because of information, because of a number of things, because of technology. Amazon's only going to expand and get bigger. Google is only going to expand and get bigger, as it already is. So some of you may go, well, how big can Google or Amazon get? They can continually get bigger, and guess what? You and I can leverage part of this system. So with that being said, I'm going to pass on to Rodrigo, give it to you. Give us some insight to the Google program, Google Profits program, and I'll tell you guys this, that we're going to be doing a soft launch this Friday. After we finish off the rest of everybody else, we're going to be doing a soft launch, and this Friday, when Rodrigo and I are going to have a hangout, you definitely want to be on that. and we're going to be producing a lot more accounts faster. A lot of things we've boiled our science down, and we're continually. That's why, again, David and I are launching everything we do. We beta test first. We do it real time too, and we explain it to you so you guys know where we're at, so where you're going to be at. So, Arrigo, with that being said, take it over and break down this whole Google thing for us.
Thank you, Jairus. I don't know if David's still there. I want to say hi to him. So let's get this started. For the people that are already on Google, I want to tell them that they should be or everyone ready by tomorrow. So this coming week is gonna be a very productive week. It's gonna be a lot of activity. So I'm very happy for that. Something else, the way we said before, whoever on the first month, people start already on October 1st to October 31st. If they don't make between 800 to 1200, myself, I'm gonna buy them a new account for everyone else. Like whoever doesn't reach the 800, me personally, I'm gonna give them an account. So the following month they're gonna have two. So our goal is for our group to make between 800 to 1200 the first month. Whoever comes in on the second group, they will have only like 2 weeks and a half on to make money. So that will be something different. But the other thing too, whenever we do the second launch, we already gonna have it's gonna be even faster, because the way we said the first time, it was, like a pre-launch to see how everything works, with the people, like how fast. But now we have something that whenever people pay, it get cleared, they're going to have their account active between 2 days to 3 days max. We already have a way to do it. I've been working on that. That's why I'm drinking coffee, because in the last 5 days, I just been sleeping like 2-3 hours a day. So believe me, some people have seen the pictures of me working with 4 computers. This is crazy. Like, I won't, lie to you. I have one here, the one that I'm talking from, and I have the big one right there. So we've been working hard, with Jairus, and believe me, next time for the next opening, it's gonna be way faster, way easier, and people will be rolling like nothing. So, and it's gonna be limited too as well. We're gonna see, how many we can get like in the first 2-3 days, like for all of them to be active. It can be between 20 to 30 people. So if you're thinking about getting into it, start messaging Jairus. That way, whenever we launch, he's already, have 20 to 30 spots for next Friday. Something else, how, like, anything in life is not perfect. Even Google, that is #1 in the world, is not perfect. Like this last month, they had a few things with the robots, because what they do is every day, the robots go into your website, they check your content, they check how you're doing everything. They had a few issues like Google. So they put an announcement that said that they're already taken care of. Some people they deduct between 25 to 50% on whatever they made. Even people that have already 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, 1 year, one month, they did that. But they're already talking about how to, because usually they take between 15 to 25%, 10 to 25%. That's normal. But this time they took more, they deducted more. But that's because of the robots that, I think they did a mistake or something. But moving forward, they already know the issue, so they know that this month, what to look for. They already resolved that. So all the people, this month is gonna be nice. Everyone knows that the first 10 to 15 days is not too like, it's like kind of slow. You know, they can make between $5, you know, to $15, $20, and then after that, we're gonna start raising it up to $25, $30, $40 a day. So imagine if we can keep, our goal is to keep it between 50 to 70. If let's say in a point $50 a day is like 1,500. If they take maybe you know 15-20%, you know, you're still gonna make, you know, like 1,200, 1,100, something like that. If you have only one account, if you have more, guess what? Like if I have 10, and at least each one is making me $1,000 profit, that's $10,000 a month. And the way Jared said, we can go to sleep nice. Why? Because we have automatically making money, you know, like in autopilot. So the way I was saying before, Google and Amazon are two beasts that we can control. You know, are two things that really, you know, is here for us to help the people. And that's the main thing. You know, if we help you guys, at the end, we feel happy. Why? Because we know we're helping other families to have success. The way for us, it was a procedure as well. You know, we didn't start on the top. You know, we went from the bottom. You know, like I was talking to someone in the team. I told them like 11 years ago, I was a cashier. You know, from cashier, I went to a supervisor. From supervisor, I went to assistant manager in a KFC Taco Bell. From assistant manager to store manager. So everything is a process in life. Doesn't matter what you do, you know, you have to go through it, you know. So we are here to help you guys, you know, with David, Jared, and myself. And we're gonna be doing hangouts more often now. Whoever wanna learn a little bit about SEO, a little bit about marketing, we're gonna be teaching as well. So really, Google is something that we can really, even though if you have a job, if you have 2 jobs, doesn't matter. This can be working for you. So the way I said, this coming week is going to be a very nice week. Plus, we're going to have a new group coming in. So if you know that you want to do it, talk to Jared or me, and so we can put you on the list. So Jared, I don't know if you want to.
Let me hop in or get to the person that sponsored you. When we do the launch, make sure you give it a sponsor. Because what we're going to be doing with the Google Profits is we're definitely going to control the environment. And like this Friday, we're going to launch with first 25, and we're going to continue to open up the doors that way. That way we can produce the accounts fast. But because this is such a bigger animal and it's such a autopilot animal, you know, Rodrigo, as he broke it down, the power of what, you know, the Google can do and generate for you guys. Now, we also build in some redundancies, Rodrigo, right? And some of the redundancies that we built in are, you know, if I could say, Rodrigo, we talked earlier today about the price point, the $2,500, and then is that something that we want to implement?
What we were talking about is that, you know, instead of people, like if they want to pay $2,500, that way they don't have to, you know, think about the traffic of, you know, 2 months of traffic. With the $2,500, you already pay 2 months of traffic, so you don't have to worry about for 2 months. You're going to have the traffic coming your way. And plus, you know, so let's say if you start October 1st, you're going to get paid November 23rd. That means with that same check, you can use to start like for the next month for the traffic. So whatever you do in November, you're going to get paid December. And look, even I haven't even had time to shave because I've been working so much. Believe me, my wife has been like, help me with the kids. And I told baby, I'm sorry, but we need to do, you know, we need to do this right. And the way I was talking to Jared today, we have this figured out. Whenever the second group comes, it's going to be way easier, you know, smoother. It's like anything. Whenever, you know, you do something, you know, the first time, you know, you're going to see the mistakes that you did and you're going to improve them. So that's what we're doing with Jared right now. Whatever will happen in the first group, you know, we're going to improve those. So the second group is going to be even easier. So I know Jared is smiling about that because, you know, that's what we want. We want people to just be, you know what, hey, here's, you know, they're going to pay with, you know, if they want to pay just with 1 month traffic or 2 months, you know, go ahead. And then what we had done is going to be like way easier than the Google account is going to be already approved. And it's like, you don't have to wait for the first email to come in. Why? Because we're gonna have things ready for you. That you're gonna have to put your information, your email, your address, and then we just get the codes. So in a day or two, you're gonna be ready, rolling. And the way I said, we don't work by ourselves. We take people's idea, and one of the people on the group, gave me that idea of the 2 month, and it was a very nice idea, because it's easier for everyone, So thank you again, because if you have any thoughts, just put it, just talk to us. If you have any ideas, any suggestions, believe me, we're gonna do our best. If it works for us, we're gonna implement that, and we're really happy with this group, what we have done, what is coming, and the future groups that are coming is gonna be massive.
And that's so powerful, Rodrigo, because again, some of the redundancies about, being able to not have to worry about traffic for 2 months, that allows them to really build their business, build their Amazon or their Google account at a great rate. But at the end of the day, they will probably, you can't use the word investment, but their money should definitely almost be back at that point, because they'll be hitting the 3rd month. And know this, I got to emphasize this. Rodrigo really broke it down on this part. Google they're always moving and they're changing their procedures constantly. Isn't that right, Rodrigo? They're always changing their consistently. So
on top of any changes too.
Go ahead.
We stay on top of any changes as well. We work very close with them, so we know exactly what's going on. And plus, if you see, you can ask anyone. If you see our pages, our blogs, there is nothing to it than the advertising. We have good content, the advertising, so we're not doing anything illegally. Everything is legit. The way I said, if you know about websites, go into the websites, the blogs, and you can see that you're only gonna see the advertising that Google puts to you. So the thing is, coming to put this together, it was a lot of work as well, because one idea is like the way Jerry said. The person that did Google, he didn't do it at once. He had some thoughts and then put it together. It takes time to build a company as well. Like Amazon, Jerry's business is I know Jerry's for like a year, and I've seen him working his butt off, and really he's been doing a very good job, and that's why I want to work with him, because the way he works, his ethics are my ethics as well. So we're gonna be doing new hangouts with more information next week, and right now we just want to tell you guys that the system is more even faster now than before. So this week we're gonna see a lot of increasing, and believe me, like right now I feel like tired because I've been working a lot.
Rodrigo, you know what? It's funny because I'm looking at you and looking at me. It looks like, look at my eyes. It looks like we both. It looks like we both have been like gluing our eyes.
And believe me, you can be right now at your home with your wife, but look, where is Jerry's in the warehouse? That's
hey, man,
not everyone pays the price. You have to pay the price to be successful, and that's what we're doing for everyone. This is like a family. So really, we really want everyone to be successful, and we're gonna be doing nice stuff. And I know, people, if you see everyone that reach me on Facebook, I'm there. Maybe if they put something on the group, maybe I don't reply right away. It's better a message, because like I'm working. I'm not just in Facebook all the time.
If you're on Facebook all the time, I would actually say, man, you're not working. So, but the powerful, Rodrigo, going forward, when somebody's building their account, let's say 4 months down the road or 5 months down the road, Google comes in and says, yeah, we're going to go ahead and cancel your account. What do we put as far as a redundancy to protect on our side? Because we can only control what we can control.
Right.
How do we, let's break that down to protect our family.
Okay, very simple like this. First, I just want to make sure that you know that your money is not, it will be lost. Let's say for anything that happens. Let's say they cancel your account in the first month. We're gonna give you a new account in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, so you can, start again with no problem. We let's say for instance, if you have already made 1,000, 1,200, and they cancel your account, we're gonna give you a new one as well until you guys reach to make your money back and some profit. Then it's gonna be, the story is gonna be different. But for us, we want you guys to get your money back plus start making profits. So our goal is, the way Jerry said, if something happened from here to 6 months and you already made 3, 4, 5 grand, there is nothing that you can come and complain. But if, let's say, if you have, you have a 2 month and you haven't recovered your money back, us, we're gonna give you a new account for you to keep working, for you to keep, making money until you start making profit. So that's something that just put on your mind. It's like any business. If you see Donald Trump 3 times bankruptcy, now where he at? Anything in life is secure. Even life, what happened in Oregon. 10 people died because one person. But guess what? I'm telling you this. We are people with integrity, with honesty. So whatever happens to anyone in the group, we're gonna be responsible. Let's say if something happened for any reason, you get canceled, we're gonna give you a new account with no problem until you start making profits. So I know personally people that have 10 years working with Google. Let me see if I can pull a picture here so you guys can see proof. And imagine this guy is in Mexico, and in Mexico this last month he did $40,000 in one account.
$40,000. And we're later on down the road, there's a lot of things that you're going to be rolling out around that, right, Rodrigo?
Yeah, we with the way we said, the first couple months we cannot, try to make a lot of money because it's like anything, we have to have history, we have to work, consistently growing little by little. We cannot just come in one month and do, 30, 50, thousand. It's like we have to work, make it grow. First, that's why the first month 800 to 1200. The second month, between 1,000, 1,400, and then it can start going up. But at the beginning, we cannot promise anything that you're gonna make a lot of money. The way I said, 800, 1,200, and then it started going up. But there are people already making, more than $100,000 a month just with Google. So let me show you a picture. And I'm not just talking about United States. I'm talking about worldwide. I know I have friends, programmers that they are in Peru, they are in Colombia, Mexico, Dominican Republic, United States, that they're making a killing on this because everything is legit. Everything we do everything with Google policies. So that's why they can make that much money because believe me, if you're doing something wrong, you cannot how do you say that? You cannot I forgot the word. You cannot play with Google. It's a too big of a company that you guys cannot even touch them.
Yeah, you can't mess around because let's see. Hold on, Rodrigo. It's blurry, brother.
I'm gonna send it to your Facebook, and the money in Mexico right now, $1 is 16 pesos. So whenever you get it, just divide that, and you're gonna see how much you did in last month.
Yeah, send that to me, and I'll pull it up.
Check your Facebook.
Man, I got so many messages, man. I can't. My computer's slower than molasses. You guys.
Yeah, we did. You know, one of the people in the group, she's from UK. She put her information today, so tomorrow, whenever she wake up, she should be, you know, with her first email, and then get her codes, and then she'll be rolling.
And that's powerful, because now when we open up the program here, and again, we're going to open up to 25 people, and that's how we're going to do it. If we're opening up, we're going to be able to produce these accounts 10 times faster, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
All right, let me go to screen share. Hold on a second. Let me pull that up. All right. Wow, that's impressive, man. All right, here we go.
How much is this?
Hold on. All right. Tell me if you can see my screen.
Okay, I can see it. So if you see credits, so he did 89,000 pesos, right? So 89,824 divided by 16. Hold on. Let's see. 90. Let me see if I'm saying the right account. So 6,000. Hold on. Let me see. He did in that one. I think that's what, $5,000. Hold on. Let me see if I get the other one. How much is? What is the total, Jerry?
Total is at the bottom right. It looks like it's $89,824.90.
If not, I'm gonna sing. I think I have the other picture. Hold on, that's one account. And look, if you see the dates, it tells you the date. So, you know.
Oh, that was the first of last month, and then the 15th, and then the 30th. Holy cow! Yeah, that's impressive, man. Wow.
And that's with the people that the way you say you're working with David, with someone that is moving 300,000. You know, we're working with a person that is moving 40 grand in one account every month. So believe me, we're working with the top of the top in programming. So let me see if I can see another picture. How much is 23? 196.
She play with the baby.
I'm not playing with it. Look, I'm gonna show you another one. This one is like let me know if you got it. Amor,
they're okay, man. It's funny though. All right, you want me to pull that one up?
Hey, I had twins, man.
No, I love it. All right, hold on. Let me pull that one up. Okay. I'm going to do screen share here. All right. Tell me when you see the screen. All right, so it should be sharing now.
Okay, so look, divide, how much is 196,066 divided by 16? How much is that?
Okay, 196.
066.
Divided by how much?
16 pesos.
$12,254.
Imagine in one account. That's only, you know, that's what. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, $12,254. Dang, wow! And that's one account, a 30-day period. Look at that.
Yeah.
You can see
and the
that.
other one, I think it was like five grand, right?
Yes. Wow. And man, that's impressive, man. And but I know a lot of, here's the thing, Rodrigo, you know, to get to a close here, I know a lot of people are going to look at that and go, well, how can we get our account? Because that's what everything we show, we're showing
results.
Duplicate.
Yeah,
exactly, results, but duplicate.
Okay,
so how can we get to that?
That's what I was trying to the point. Okay, like the first 3-4 months, you know, it's gonna be, you know, like, you know, maybe less than 3,000, 2,500 a month. But you know, as the longer it is on your account, the better. So right now, if you see as well, the people are getting, you know, I'm looking for expired domains. That way, you know, that domain has a history of maybe like 8-7 years, and that's something that's gonna help a lot for the SEO, you know, for the sale. So that's search engine optimization, and that's something, if you know, to rank on Google in Alexa.com, that's gonna make it even powerful. That's why, you know, they're making this kind of money, because people, they can, you know, rank their page. And you know, for us to be having those kind of domains that they are, you know, they have already a history, they have maybe backlinks in the past, it's going to be easier for us to do SEO. So our goal is for, you know, to bring the group to at least be, you know, in the next 6 months, to be in 4 or 5 grand a month for each account. So that's our goal, you know, for us to, you know, to grow $1,000 a month, you know, $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month, $2,500 a month. And you know, it's like in Amazon. If you buy a $300 lot, then you want to buy a 500, then 1,000, then 2,000, and you start raising, you know, the, you know, how much you're buying, so you grow in your business. Here is the same thing. You know, the way we're gonna scale our accounts, because the way I said, you know, the older the account, the better. And I know some people maybe have, you know, an older account, so it's gonna be even easier for them to make, you know, more profits, you know, in the next month. But as well, we're gonna be teaching people how to do like maybe basics SEO for whoever wanna learn and wanna do it their own. You know, that can help a lot as well. But believe me, we're here to show, you know, the truth, and here to show everyone how to bring their business to the next level. You know, we're gonna be doing fan page as well, whoever wants, right? It's not an obligation. And you know, we're gonna be helping everyone to bring, you know, to bring 1,000 likes, 2,000 likes, and then we can post our articles there, and that's gonna be something that, you know, whoever clicks on it and start reading, and they see something that, oh, they see Nissan, a car, and someone is looking for a car, they click on it, you get paid. So, you know, Google, they don't want, you know, a blog for a company, because they don't want competition. They just want a blog that will talk about things, about lawyers, about loans, about insurance, about marketing, about online marketing, you know, things that they can read, because that's what Google wants. Google doesn't want, let's say, an MLM company. If we are trying to promote an MLM company, they will cancel your account. I'm just letting you know right now.
Yeah, and that's actually powerful, Rodrigo. Like, so the things that people can look out for to avoid steering away from that. Because I know a lot of people are saying, hey, I'm in this MLM company. I want to make a blog about this. There's a reason why we control a lot of that, right?
Yes. Yes, because then, you know, it might be a month or two, but after that, whenever, you know, people, Google are reviewing your account, and they can even cancel your account. And that can be one of the reasons why. So, you know, if you guys want to share your websites in your Facebook, that's okay as well. You know, that's organic traffic as well, because you're only sharing, you're not paying to, you know, for your post to go there. You're only sharing your post in your Facebook or your fan page, or in one group or two. You know, if you do it in, let's say if you have 600 groups and you start posting, they can see like a spam. So that's not good. But if you have a fan page, you know, you're putting your articles, people can be reading about your articles, and or if you want to share your blogs in one of the groups, and you know, that's acceptable. So, but there are things that we're gonna be teaching what not to do. So, you know, it's the same thing. in Amazon as in Google. You know, we're gonna be teaching our team what not to do and what they can do as well.
Very powerful, Rodrigo.
If you have already a fan page with 10, 3,000 fans, oof, that's gonna be powerful. Because even if you know anyone that has a fan page that with that many fans, you can even tell them, hey, hey, let me can you think I can put one of my articles in your fan page? And if they let you, 10,000 people are there, so it's organic. Why? Because you're only gonna put one post, and that post is gonna it's gonna expand to 10,000.
If I were me, Rodrigo, I would just go out and find a whole bunch of people that have a lot of because I get it more for everybody else. Because here's the thing: if somebody has a fan page that has thousands and thousands of likes. Imagine I'm gonna use this as an example. One of my favorite singers and actors is Tyrese, and I follow him on YouTube. I follow him on Facebook, or Facebook, should I say? And so imagine if I posted on Tyrese's, like I talked to him and I said, hey, I posted my blog on his page. All that organic traffic that clicks on that page. You understand the month? Oh my God! Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
We're gonna be teaching stuff, so this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, and thank you very much for being patient. I really, I'm very thankful for everyone that has been waiting. But this is coming to a point that we're gonna start now, and believe me, we are here to to make something work, to make something profitable for you guys. So what we're gonna be doing is gonna be like the way you said, whoever wanna buy the trainings for for Amazon, they can do it. Whoever wanna get into training about Google, how to promote, and whoever had ideas or experience, they're more than welcome.
That's powerful. And we got so much in store for you. Well, as we wrap this up, guys, understand, as we are rolling out these programs, as we're getting them up and live, this Friday, Rodrigo and I are going to have the soft grand opening of the Google Profits program. You want to be on that Hangout, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. For the people that are in the group already currently, we're going to have a private Hangout actually tomorrow for those individuals. So definitely that won't be promoted on this one, but if you're already in the group, Friday, whenever we open up the doors, you guys will be added to the private group. But Rodrigo and I are making the Google Profits program a lot more streamlined, a lot more better, and that's why we rolled it out very slowly, right? That's why we took our time, and we knew going in that we're going to take our time because we got something really huge, but we're going to take our time and roll it out very slowly so we know that everybody we work with, we can really manage the growth over time. With that being said, if from the Google Profits program to the beta tester that David had, I know a lot of people are messaging me right now. Definitely, I'll be picking people for the beta tester with David. Rodrigo and I will be working and plugging along. You guys are going to get a chance to meet Rodrigo, part of the team here. Rodrigo is going to be at our convention in February. So, you definitely do not want to miss that. And I can tell you, leave him in a room, he's only going to make things better. Over time, guess what? We're not even 30 days in, and the next 30 days, he's working with his team to make the Google Profits program 10 times better. Understand that this is a business. And because it is a business, even though it's autopilot money, at the same time, there is components that we are setting to make sure you understand, because at the end of the day, anything that makes money comes with a cost. Right, Rodrigo?
Yes, sir.
Anything that
anything, even whenever you go to work, from your house to your job, you have to invest in gas so you can make it to work.
Exactly. Exactly. And so we're excited about what we have in store. Connect with us this coming Friday, and we're going to be doing the launch. We're excited about that. And I know a lot of people are, Rodrigo, these people are already blowing up the phone. They're already like, I got a number of people like, me. So definitely get back to the person that invited you to this hangout, because I know a lot of you guys have somebody that invited you. And when we roll that out, we'll definitely, what we're going to be doing on this one is the website is only going to be for informational, but I'm going to control how it's set up. So when we open up soft launch, it's going to be invoice. And so we're going to track it that way. The reason why I'm not going to open up and let a floodgate of people in is we want to control the growth of this, and then eventually we will open up to that level. But with that being said, we're excited about what we have in store. Rodrigo, thank you for showing up on this Googazon Hangout. Get some sleep, man. We both. And I will say this in my closing, guys. I'm going to be posting in the private group. If you're not in there, I've got, oh my God, this week I've made a deal with some wholesaler suppliers in the local area. I'm going to be posting so many big lots. I'm talking about houseware, electronics, etc. Stuff that you're not going to get access into it, and talking about the tangible products that are only going to be offered in the private group, which you guys can get involved with. And if you're not, definitely reach out to me. It's $79 one time. But these products, these are lots that are going to be from as low as $500 or $600 with a 2,000 plus retail on them that actually sell fast. And this is on the product side. I can't wait to be able to post those pictures in the private group. There's so much going on. I know right now you guys are like, holy cow, you just threw a lot out at me, Jairus. I know I did. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But we're providing you guys multiple income streams within Amazon and Google. This is all just on 2 platforms, but they tie well together. That's all we're doing, is helping you guys grow your business. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next Hangout, and you guys will get more updates as we continually grow this wonderful program. Take care for now.